are so funny. You're trying to get me to do this stupid shit. And
she just whispered, "I'm a bad bitch," for anyone who didn't hear. Stop. 420.
I'm lit at Disney.
And the kids asleep in the bath.
There we go. A ball sack station. That's what a business owner looks like. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tattoo Homewreckers. This is a podcast where we talk about tattoos, life, and everything in between. It's mostly everything in between. My name is Callista, and I've got my very best friend Lou here with me.
That's me.
That is you. Yes.
Some days.
Some days.
Some days I'm Steve.
Oh. Steve
And
is your other name?
It's one of my names.
And did I know what?
Did you know this is our 200th episode?
Oh my goodness gracious. 200.
Have we gotten better? Probably not.
Did we properly plan to do something special for our 200th?
Absolutely not.
No, we didn't.
So are we going to just have a good yarn and then do some Am I the Asshole?
Yes, absolutely.
Queer edition?
Queer
but
edition.
Spicy this time.
It's spicy. I put the safe search is off. I haven't vetted any of these stories. I normally skim read a couple and then send them over to Lou. But I don't know. Today we're still recovering from a crazy.
And
weekend.
I don't read them at all.
Lou doesn't read them at all. That's genuinely Lou's first reaction on the podcast. So you're gonna get my first reaction as well as I read these stories out loud. But before we get too far into it, what does your gender feel like today?
My gender feels like a yo-yo.
Oh.
Like I am high 1 second,
Yes.
low the next. I am a delusional level of tired.
Yeah.
I just took a nap for 15 minutes before we recorded this. So I'm basically a brand new person right now. But yeah,
It comes in waves for me.
Yeah.
The exhaustion comes in waves. I'll be good, in a great mood, beat bopping around, and then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
I'm tired. So I feel that. Sorry, I didn't mean to clap in the mic.
There's a little bug around here. There's also a fly on the ceiling. So that's why I'm looking up.
Yes.
Not because we have some cool, I don't know, stuff happening above us. But I had to go with Caboose to drop off the van because in order for us to do tattoo conventions, we have to rent a van so we can move all of our equipment.
Yep.
So I went with him today to go because we got back last night to drop off the van.
Yes.
And I got into the wrong side of the car, full ass committed to the wrong side of the car
Multiple times.
and well the one right as I was going to drive us to the shop so we can unload the stuff at the shop.
Yeah.
I sat there for a second and was like, where is my steering wheel gone? I don't understand. And then I looked over to the other side and I was like, you're on the wrong side of the car. And I'm wondering how many years that takes because I drove in the US for almost 20 years.
Yeah, totally.
So how many years is it going to take that the moment I'm tired?
Yeah, it's
I just default back to that.
Yeah, the tiredness, I totally get that where it's fuck, dude, I only ever get on the wrong side of the car now if I'm exhausted. So I totally get that. Yeah, What a day. And then I, what did I do? I just did a bunch of dishes and then
you edited for a bajillion hours.
I did edit for a while. I'm still not done with day 3 recap. I'm close. I'm literally this close. I just need to add text and then actually post it. But as all of my editors and social media girlies know, the whole caption still is a lot of work and effort. So been a lot. But you know what? We're almost at the end of this month. We have our last big event of the month tomorrow, which is exciting.
Yep.
And I'm excited to have an easy, fun little episode with you. So without further ado.
What does your gender feel like?
I'm sorry. I didn't even fucking answer. That's so funny.
No.
My gender feels like on a different plane of existence. I feel like my gender feels like a concept, which it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very meta.
I don't even have an an item that I could describe
Yeah.
it. It's in a different dimension. So
I love that.
thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's do this thing.
Okay, let's do this. I immediately saw a really funny title. Am I the asshole for refusing to take care of my niece after she called me a slur?
No. If she called you a slur, you don't. First off, you're never an asshole if you don't want to take care of somebody.
No.
Also, Bailey is being so creepy.
I know, Bailey's just watching us from the distance. Hilarious. I would say you're not an asshole, but I'm really excited to read this out loud. So
I need to know what slur she called you.
I know, right? Hi, everyone. I apologize for any errors in my English as it's not my first language. I, 29-year-old male, and my wife, 30-year-old female, have 2 kids who are 5 and 3, both boys. My wife works a full-time office job while I work from home with extremely flexible hours. Basically, as long as I meet my deadlines, no one really cares how many hours it took or what time of day I work outside of some Zoom meetings. My sister, 26-year-old female, let's call her Barb, and her husband, 30-year-old male, let's call him Nick, live nearby and work full-time jobs. They have a daughter, 5-year-old female, let's call her Tracy. So 5-year-old is the niece. Tracy.
Oh, if she's 5, I mean, I don't think she knows what that slur means.
I don't think so either. Because of my comfortable work schedule. Well, we'll see. We'll see if Tracy is in with it. We'll see if Tracy's homophobic. Because of my comfortable work schedule, when our kids started going to daycare, we basically decided that I'll be dropping off and picking up my niece from daycare alongside my own kids. I didn't really mind, and I thought it was great for my kids to spend time with their cousin. I get along with Tracy as well, and I always thought I was her cool uncle. She's a sweet kid and usually well-behaved. So anyway, most days I bring her and my kids back to our house, I make them snacks or dinner, and then in the afternoon or evening, my sister comes to pick them up. A few days ago, the 5-year-old kids were watching Bluey on TV, and I was preparing snacks with my 3-year-old, and I suddenly heard yelling. I rushed over to see what's up, and my son...
Bailey has to go pee. She's looking for Caboose, and I texted Caboose underneath the table.
Aww.
And then he's crawling around trying to
not
her.
Be in the podcast. Just come on, bro. Just come on in. Okay, so where was I? So 5-year-old kids were watching Bluey. I was preparing snacks with 3-year-old, heard yelling. I rushed over to see what's up, and my son was yelling at her that my dad's not a girl. While my niece yells back, he is. It was the F slur.
An FAG?
Yeah, FAG.
Yeah,
But she used the hard OT at the end as well.
Oh, can I just say, I really I'm really mad, first off. Let me say this. I'm mad that, the word fag is a derogatory word. Because I think when it comes to words, it's a really good word.
Oh, totally.
It's very much like cunt. It is just a nice...
the way it comes out of the mouth and the way it feels. But unfortunately...
I love that, the queer community is taking it back. Because I'm like, it's a good word. But
it's a great word.
This is hilarious.
So, yeah. The hard OT.
So, she used a hard OT.
And then, that's like a girl, is what she said. The word is different in my language, but the meaning holds as a distinction between using it versus simply addressing a gay person.
Yeah.
I was kind of in shock at first, but I turned off the TV and I sat her down and began explaining that this is a very bad word and we shouldn't be calling people that. And that regardless, I'm not a girl. And because it's a bad word, where did that come from?
I like the regardless.
And regardless, I'm also not a girl. And because it's a bad word, she should apologize to me because we don't act mean towards each other in this family. And if I hear this again, I'm going to talk to her parents and she's going to get in trouble. She said she won't get in trouble because that's what her dad called me. And he's not in trouble. Oh my God, the tea! I love this kid. Oh my God, so funny. I told her that regardless of what her dad said, it's a very bad word and she's not used to it with me or in my presence.
Oh my God.
Or she's not to use it with me or in my presence, and she should apologize regardless because it hurt my feelings, which she did because she's a really good kid. We talked some more and I prodded her about other things her parents said, and from what I gather, getting info out of a 5-year-old being obviously a little difficult and an unreliable process, Nick, my brother-in-law, told my sister in Tracy's presence that men shouldn't be sitting at home all day and doing childcare, that cooking is a woman's duty. Oh, so fucking Nick is an asshole.
Yeah, so Nick's MAGA.
Nick's MAGA and is cleaning and is most of the things I do around my house, and that I'm a girl. I interpret this as not really a man because I do housework and my wife earns more money than me. I explained to her the best I could that men and women could work from an office or from home, and that my wife or Barb working long hours from the office doesn't make them men, and vice versa. But I didn't dwell on it with her since it's not really her fault. I wish that you would have gone into, no, actually real men do their share of household labor.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I also have some stuff to say about that, apologize to me thing, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I didn't immediately bring it up with my sister because I figured it would be a difficult... See, some of these fucking stories are paragraphs and paragraphs
Whatever.
long.
We got time,
cool.
Diva.
I'm just making sure that
you're good at reading.
So I didn't...
I like a bedtime story.
I'm glad you do. I like to read. Because I figured it would be a difficult conversation and I didn't want to have it in front of the kids. And I wanted to talk it out with my wife first as well. Caboose is currently crawling on the floor trying to not be in the podcast. You don't have to do that.
You don't have to comment on me.
He said you don't have to comment on me doing
I think
this.
the mic picked that up. I did talk to my wife that evening, and she seemed really upset as well. I told her that I think I should demand an apology from Nick and my sister, and she agreed. I called my sister and told her what happened, and she said that it's just a word, and I'm blowing it out of proportion, and obviously Nick doesn't dislike me. I said, I don't care whether he does or doesn't dislike me. He's talking shit about me behind my back to my niece and to her, and she's apparently very chill about this rather than standing up for me. She said that's how Nick was and that I should stop being a drama queen.
Can we please just pause it right there so I can go on a rant?
Go on a rant.
Kimmy's just sliding underneath all the cables. So, okay.
Diva.
No, nobody owes you an apology.
No.
This goes back to what we talked about last time about setting boundaries. If you're like, hey, my boundary is, which is probably where you're going to get to, is I'm not going to take care of your kid if your kid's going to call me the F word with a hard OT on the end.
With the hard OT.
But the like talking shit about me behind my back and like in front of my niece, like is the most ridiculous thing to me because like if you have an issue with that dude, first off, don't go to your sister. Go to the person who said this and be like, hey, what's going on here?
Again, it's expecting women to do the emotional regulation and the emotional work, the labor.
Well, the same as you didn't talk to him. You went to your wife, talked to your wife,
talk to Nick.
And then you talked to your sister rather than just going to the source and being like, hey, just so you know, I don't know, like, obviously, I don't know the context that you said this in, because maybe he was joking, whatever. Excuse me. And maybe some people are like, oh, you're not allowed to joke about anything, but as somebody who believes that if you're funny enough, you can technically joke about anything. And again, I don't think that you should be punching down. Also, you know, be aware of your audience. But kids also hear everything. So maybe your kid wasn't saying that straight to like them or they weren't saying it straight to your kid. Your kid was just in the other room. I heard plenty of my parents' conversations that I was not supposed to be privy to.
Yeah.
But it's the like going and being like, oh, I should like demand an apology, but telling your fucking sister so she can go tell her husband.
Why?
Like, I'm with your sister that you are being a drama queen because you are not actually addressing the problem with what you think the source of the problem is, which would be your brother-in-law. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I could not like sit here for 2 seconds longer and not address that.
I didn't like her calling him a drama queen, but I get that. Like, no, you should just talk to Nick then. Go and call Nick. Don't call me.
To be fair, your sister should come in and be like, yo, if you have a problem with him, you need to discuss it with him.
I also think it's very much from like, you can't demand an apology. I think like when it comes to situations like that, you just need to be very, you talk to the right person. You don't expect women to do the emotional labor. B, when you have that conversation, you don't start off with like, I'm demanding an apology. No, it's, hey, I heard this and you know, this is how it made me feel. I'm upset. Like, that's not cool. Please don't
it's
do
the
that.
same thing he did to the kid. That's what I was going to say at the beginning, where it's like you're demanding an apology from a child and you aren't actually teaching anyone lessons. Like you aren't teaching kids lessons. Like you need to apologize because you hurt my feelings. That's not going to teach them shit because then you end up, I don't know, like myself, where I fucking hate an apology. I despise an apology because anytime my brothers and I did shit, my mother would force us to stand there and apologize, even when I was like, fuck you, I'm right. Because again, as an autistic child, my sense of justice and my sense of like, hey, it is not my night to do dishes. Why the fuck am I being yelled at? And then I have to stand there and apologize because I got mad. Like forcing people to apologize is not how you teach them community. You come in and you say, hey, the word you use is actually a really like mean word. We don't use it in this house. So if you want to be here, you can't use it. But when you say that, this is what this means. And it's not nice because again, child probably doesn't know what it means. I remember being a kid and my cousin calling me a virgin and saying it like it was a slur. And
that's really
running
funny.
in. Oh my god, it's so funny.
You're such a fucking virgin, Lou. Oh my god,
it like it was a slur. Like my cousin was like, I can't believe you're a virgin.
Oh my god, bring that back as a slur. You fucking virgin.
And I think we had just moved to America, so I was like 8.
Really funny. You're like, what?
And I ran into my grandma crying, and my grandma's like, what happened? And I'm like, she called me a virgin, and my grandmother was like, oh, and okay. And, you know, my grandma had been around a million children.
That's really funny.
And my grandma came and, like, pulled her in. And, you know, my cousin's like, oh, you're a fucking narc. And I'm, like, super upset because I'm like, I don't know what it means. And we just moved to a different country where I didn't know what a lot of the words meant.
Yeah.
And my grandma was just, like, again told her, oh, you need to apologize. And what it did was it meant that me and my cousin were never cool again after that.
That's true.
So teaching kids to apologize, and you're an adult. There's a power dynamic difference. Yeah, that's a child.
When I was growing
up,
Stop
being a drama queen.
No matter what, it was always like, you have to apologize. When I was a kid as well. And it was always up to me to apologize. And it made me very resentful, actually. Not for receiving apologies, but for making apologies.
I was going to say, yeah, you and I have both had to work on, like, apologies, like, a lot of trauma around that. Because the same thing where I'm like, I don't believe your apology for most people. Because I'm like, why is someone forcing you to do it? And then I also don't want to give it.
Yeah.
Like, hearing the words, I'm sorry, genuinely puts me in, like, a red line that I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to be part of this conversation anymore. Because I'm like, I don't know. It's so triggering to me. So, like, forcing, but again, the type of person that's going to force a child to be like, you need to say you're sorry is also going to go to an adult and say, you need to say you're sorry.
Yeah, totally.
So, I'm with your sister.
So, after she called him a drama queen, he told her to fuck off. And if that's how she felt, she could pick up her own child from daycare.
That's
and then
true.
He hung up.
And then he hung up.
Yeah, Opie hung up after that.
That
also, like, tracking with a drama queen. Yeah. I tried to defend him. That is a little dramatic. Do you want to? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read the rest of this. I know it was really short notice and rude, but I really felt like I was being disrespected by the people I did so much for over the years and were my family. My wife said she understood. Why did that make you mad? Because disrespected.
Okay.
Sorry, disrespected. I said I liked to read stories, and now I'm stumbling through this
okay, let me take a breath.
Yes, take a breath.
I really struggle with men.
Period. End of sentence.
End of sentence. Done. Period. I struggle with men. I really struggle with this disrespected, like, thing because... Quite frankly, I don't hear it from women. I don't hear women say, oh, I'm being disrespected. It is a very, like, male-coded, like, thing. Yes, absolutely. And it's because you have an idea of how you think you just outright deserve to be treated. And that is it. Because again, my guy, you're going to the internet right now to basically have a whole bunch of people be like, yeah, you're right. You're not a drama queen. Do adults go to the internet and say, do they also say fuck you and hang up on somebody?
So funny.
Or like, I'm not going to pick up your child then.
It's giving. I don't give a fuck about you or your dumbass baby. Shit.
Yes.
Oh,
no, so I can't with this. Again, the type of person that's going to demand an apology is going to tell you that you're disrespecting them.
Disrespecting
whatever this dude wants to say about you, like, he's got some backwoods fucking thoughts around childcare.
For sure.
But the moment that you just start being like, I'm not going to even, like, entertain a decent conversation, you're never going to move the needle on his brain. No. You've just played into all of that.
100%. Crazy.
I'm disrespected.
I'm so disrespected. So, okay. Disrespected I did by the people I did so much for. My wife said she understood and that I shouldn't back down unless I get a proper apology. So wife is just gassing him up. The next 2 days...
She might have not said that. He might just be saying she said that.
True. The next 2 days were a weekend and there was no daycare. I assumed there would be calls or texts from Barb, but there was nothing. In fact, the suspicious lack of any messages or calls made me think she didn't take my words seriously. And this actually got me even more angry. Okay, Diva.
So you're being manipulative.
So you want attention. The calls did come when it was time to pick up Tracy for daycare, and I obviously didn't come. I dropped my own kids off. I didn't even answer for a while. I know it was petty, but I was stewing for 2 days, and I figured letting Barb stew for a few hours seemed really appropriate and felt really good. Oh my God, vindictive.
Emotionally immature.
Around noon, when she called again, I did pick up. I was going to smugly tell her that... Smugly. And this person knows they're vindictive. Smugly tell her that I was ready for my apology. And that we would put it behind us, but I didn't get to. Instead, she went off on me, asked how I was irresponsible, and I flaked, and she was so late for work because of me, to which I just said, I told you I wasn't going to pick her up. You had 2 days to make arrangements.
Yeah, to be fair, if someone says they're not going to pick your kid up, you need to also be like, all right, I'm prepared for you to not.
Totally.
Because it's not like you know somewhat of this person's character. If your brother is a drama queen.
Yes.
And is the type of person that's like, I'm not going to do this, and is petty, then, like, don't rely on that person for childcare once they tell you they're not going to do it.
100%. And she did have 2 days. And she kept yelling at me, so I hung up again. She kept
So she's
calling.
also a drama queen.
Yeah. Well, they're siblings. Cut from the same cloth, if you will. She kept calling and sending me texts about picking Tracy up from daycare, to which I said I will not be, and then it stopped replying. When I came
poor daycare.
Just, you know what? Those daycare
And
divas
these poor-
must see so much drama.
Oh, yeah.
They
But
must
these
see
poor
so much-
kids, dude.
I know, just caught in the crossfire. How awkward is it that, like, your cousin... Oh, my God,
Did your parents ever fight? Because my parents fought with their siblings, and it put us cousins, like...
Yes.
In fucking, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It would get really, really weird. Actually, that was like...
Where I wouldn't see my cousins for months because my, like, parents
I haven't talked to my
were
cousins
fighting.
for almost a goddamn year because we got in a fight about
Yeah, but
this
that's
shit.
your fucking cousins.
Yeah, that's true.
Of why. You're all adults now. But I'm saying, like, when you were kids.
When we were kids,
did your parents bar you from seeing them?
Yes, 100%. It was a lot of tension, a lot of shit-talking, a lot of all of that. So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
glad you can pass this on to the next generation,
I know,
my
you
guy.
guys are doing
and
so good.
My girl.
Y'all both are doing so good. When I came to pick my kids up, Tracy was expecting me to take her as well, and I didn't, which was very rough on me and her both. Like, I know it's not her fault, and she's 5, and she suddenly doesn't get to go over to our place and play and have snacks, but at the same time, I didn't want to just let this thing go. Dude, this is
so you're punishing the child.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is this affects that 5-year-old at a much bigger emotional and mental capacity than it affects you, your sister, and her fuck-ass husband. That is selfish. I think it's very selfish. Okay, so I didn't want to let this thing go. I felt like I deserved an apology. Shut up, and still do. So I explained that me and her mom were fighting, but I'll pick her up again when we work it out. She obviously didn't take it well because she's 5, but I apologized, took my kids, and left. You are a cold-hearted person. That is horrible. What a horrible thing to do to your niece. Well, a bit later, I got a call from my mom. Barb roped.
Of course, because you all love drama, so you can't have just an adult conversation with each other.
Diva. Barb roped her into picking up Tracy, but my mom is disabled. My mom's disabled, so she was having a really hard time with Tracy and asked me why I was being mean to Barb. I told her everything, expecting her to take my side, but instead she also pulled a, you know how Nick is. To which I replied that the more I realize how Nick is, the less I like it. And if he thinks all this shit in general about me specifically, I sure as fuck ain't going to be doing free labor for him. She said I was blowing this all out of proportion, and I told her I wasn't the one doing it, because all I asked for was a fucking apology, and everyone else seemed to prefer all of this shit to be just giving it to me. To which she said I should just be the bigger man and not let it get to me. To which I said I was done and to have fun with Tracy. You know what this is giving? It's giving straight man shocked at how women are treated every single day.
Yes.
This is
Thank you. Yes. It's giving, you hurt my feelings, so you need to apologize.
It's giving, you know what it's giving? It's giving, well, he doesn't hit you, so, like, you have much to complain about? That's what it's giving. This dude. Okay, so that evening I got a call from Nick himself. Okay, can we just talk about the storytelling? This is very queer.
Oh, yeah. I was like, this dude's queer.
Details.
Yeah.
He's giving us all the details. Is he enough for it? Who knows? Which I was hesitant about, but chose to answer on the off chance that I was actually about to get that apology. Nope. Apparently my behavior is causing Barb great distress, and we're family, and how can I do this to my own sister? I told him that since we're family, how can he talk shit about me to his kid, to which I take care of daily, and he said he was only joking, and that it was I told him it was neither good nor fun for me, and I want my apology.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Y'all are treating apologies like it is $1 million.
Yes.
Like it is going to change your life if you get a fucking apology. It
just
won't.
because someone apologizes does not mean their behavior is going to change.
No, it almost never does.
So
it almost never
what
does.
you want is to have an honest conversation about the conversations he is having around his children and what kind of person he wants to raise. If these are his beliefs, absolutely. And be like, hey, so if you believe this about me, then just so you know, I don't feel comfortable giving you for childcare. Like, have a genuine conversation like adults instead of all of you acting like children.
They're all acting like kids again.
Jesus Christ.
So I want my apology. He blew up on me, telling me that I was an F word and couldn't take a joke and called me a hysterical little girl.
I wish you would have called him a queen, honestly.
Queen
but he's
diva.
too straight to know to call him a queen.
Holy shit. I told him to fuck off and that I was done with him and hung up. This led to a bunch of calls from Barb and my mom, which I didn't answer. Barb texted me.
At least, you know what? I'll give it to you for keeping a boundary and not answering the phone
Diva.
calls.
This is the one phone call you didn't answer. Okay, Barb texted me saying that it wasn't fair for Tracy to pay for the price of me being petty, which I think is accurate.
It's also not fair for Tracy to pay for the price of her parents not arranging other childcare.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you, here's the thing with
poor
that.
Tracy has so much trauma. Traumatized Tracy is going to be her name.
Trauma Tracy over here.
Trauma Tracy is going to have so much baggage to deal with after this.
Because if you set the boundary, you're like, yo, I'm not picking up your fuck ass kid because of her fuck ass dad, then
I don't give a fuck about you or your dumbass baby.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck about you or your dumbass kid. But if you establish that boundary, then the mother no longer gets to be like, I can't believe you would do this to her. No, I can't believe you, mom, and dad are going to just be like, not my problem. You'll pick up my kid.
It's crazy.
Stop doing that.
That's
he just
crazy.
said he's not going to pick up your kid. Sort out other arrangements.
Yes, I know. There's so much. I think, we're almost
This is
done.
great. I love this.
Okay, so.
Can I just insert really fast?
Absolutely.
For all the people that have kids that are like, it's not that easy. I understand it's not that easy.
Sure.
However, if they were going to burn this bridge, they need to be aware of the bridge they're burning because lots of people have to be in difficult conversations and difficult relationships with family because they need the support of their family for their children.
The cost of community is fucking, what do they call it?
Inconvenience.
Inconvenience.
Yeah.
You are consistently inconvenienced by deep relationships because you need to be able to have these adult, hard, difficult, awkward conversations.
So therefore, Barb is his sister, right?
Yeah, Barb.
So therefore, Barb and her fuck-ass husband, her obviously like homophobic, bigoted husband.
Can I insert really fast?
Yes.
These aliases this man came up with, very queer.
Oh, yes.
We've got Barb. We've got Tracy. We've got Nick.
It is very queer.
This is queer names.
That's why it's on the queer part of
I guess
subreddit.
so.
But if they wanted to continue to get free childcare, they should have issued an apology. True. So I will say that like if you want free childcare from somebody, you got to do what they want you to do.
Period.
So like this is on them, not on the drama queen.
Period. Okay, so yeah, lot of calls from Barb and mom, didn't answer. Barb texted me, wasn't fair to Tracy. And
it's not fair to Tracy that you're her parents.
Yeah, it's not fair to Tracy to pay the price for me being petty. And I told her that it wasn't fair for Tracy to pay the price of her parents being ungrateful pieces of shit. To which she just yelled at me a bunch about how she was going to lose her job and I was being cruel to her and to mom. I told her I was done, and unless her next message was an apology, I will be blocking her number, and it wasn't, so now I blocked her. Well, we got strong boundaries in this house.
Yeah, at least it's a boundary.
There is that. Past few days, my mom's been picking up Tracy, and it's been really rough seeing her in daycare and explaining that Grandma's going to pick her up, which she hates, and tells me that she isn't having fun with Grandma and wants to come over to our place.
Well, you can't use the F word, kid.
Well, maybe don't call me the slur. Don't call me a slur and we won't have this issue. Too bad.
You're
Grandma,
like, tell your dad.
Yes.
He's an a-hole.
Oh my God.
If you tell your dad he's an a-hole, then you can come over.
Yeah, if you tell your dad.
If you call your mom a cunt,
yeah,
you can come back
over. Tell your
over.
dad he's a MAGA piece of shit
Exactly.
bitch.
Ask him who we voted for.
Yeah, ask your dad who he voted for and then laugh at him, regardless of the answer. Okay, so, yeah, isn't having fun with Grandma, wants to come over our place. It's breaking my heart, but at the same time, I never got a single apology. This fucking...
The obsession with apologies.
Again, you guys are acting like an apology is going to change your fucking life.
It's
You're
$1 million.
Like this is going to pay your rent. You're acting like it's going to buy you a house. You're acting like this is going to solve all your debts. It's not. It won't. It never will.
What's the OPDQ? What's her name?
We don't have a name for OP.
Okay.
Just kidding.
OPDQ.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you. I am sorry that somebody used the F word.
Someone treated you like a woman.
and made an F word joke around their child and did not appreciate the labor. I'm really sorry that happened.
Does that make you feel any better?
Do you feel better that I said I'm sorry?
Did that pay your rent? Did that get you that new car? Did that get you?
Oh my God! Can you apologize to me so I can get $1 million?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I am so sorry.
I'm so triggered.
Immediately triggered.
Even though I know it's fake, I can't stop it.
What does it feel like?
Go back to the story. I hate it.
So sorry. Rage bait for Lou is me apologizing.
It is.
Anyone apologizing
to me, I'm like, I'm good.
Triggered,
thank you.
Triggered.
I'm okay. Don't do that to me. Ugh. I realize I'm putting this on the internet, and now our clients are going to come up to me and be like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. And you're going to get triggered even more. What do you even say? I'm llama. I'm so llama about that. Okay. Anyways.
Okay. Was that the whole thing?
No, we've got one tiny sentence left before an edit. Oh my God, I don't know why my fucking shit's freaking out. So basically, okay, yeah, I never got a single apology from anyone but the 5-year-old. I feel like letting this go would be just telling. Well,
you didn't get an apology from a 5-year-old. You forced the 5-year-old.
Yes, from a 5-year-old. I feel like letting this go would just be telling my family that it's okay to ignore my boundaries, but at the same time, I do love my niece and I don't want to traumatize her or have her resent me. Mm-hmm. She is a good kid and none of it's her fault. So am I the asshole and what do I do? And the jury says not the asshole. Everyone says pretty much not the asshole. Not the asshole. Nick was disrespectful. I'm surprised because I think kind of everyone's the asshole in this.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the fact that an apology doesn't fix anything.
No.
And you all need to have a real conversation.
Yeah.
So, I think that all the adults in here are being assholes.
Are indeed the assholes, yes.
Because all of you have been touched by drama queenness. And to be fair, you can see it by the fact that your mother gets roped into these conversations and then is contacting you.
Yes.
That is an incredibly unhealthy dynamic. You are all adults. And so...
a lot of triangulation happening here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And which is what you're doing to your kids, too.
Yeah. You're teaching your kids the same, way to deal with problems in their life, which is instead of talking to the person who affected me, I am going to talk to someone who is close to them.
Yep.
And that is unfair on that person to be put into this dynamic. And then on top of that, I think these people need a fucking, I don't know, masterclass on conflict resolution and just emotional regulation as a whole.
Yeah.
I also think that I get it. When you have a kid, that doesn't mean you can just shut off your emotions and think about and prioritize that child. But when it's dragged on for this long, you had 2 days to be okay, is this actually going to traumatize Tracy? Which it will. And like you said, it's breaking your heart for a reason because you know that it's not a good thing to do. If it's breaking your fucking heart, inside of you, you know it's not a good thing to do to a fucking 5-year-old.
No, but your pride is bigger than your heart there to say, hey, I care more about my pride. And again, I would sit with the fact of why being called a derogatory term for a gay man or being called a girl is so offensive to you because that was a great moment for you to come in and be like, hey, we don't use that word, just so you know, that is a really offensive word. It's said in a really mean way, so if you're not trying to be mean, then don't say that word. However, if you're trying to be mean, can we talk about that? Why are we being mean to me? And what's going on? Because more than likely, she didn't know it was a mean word, blah, blah. And then also sitting with why you think it's so offensive to be compared to a woman.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And why that bothers you so much that you're I deserve an apology.
Yeah.
And to not sit with if somebody calls me a man in a derogatory way, then I'm okay, thank you. If you call me anything to do with being a woman, I'm thanks, because I know that women are amazing. Okay. So I would sit with your internalized sexism and your internalized homophobia around why these terms deserved an apology and not an educational moment on, hey man, let's talk to your fucking brother-in-law, douchebag McGillicuddy over there, about why he thinks these things. But instead, you've just cut off ever being able to educate that person.
Crazy.
You're all assholes and you're all drama queens. You all need, like you said, conflict resolution classes. Yeah. Poor Tracy. Poor trauma Tracy. And poor your kids, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the kids are innocent in this, obviously, because again, they're literal children.
But also a 5-year-old.
5-year-old.
Kids saying slurs.
So funny.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry, that's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious every time.
Oh my god. Okay, are you ready for one more?
Yes.
It's so funny that story was so... Okay, also, like, maybe very queer-coded, just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I've accidentally been sleeping with her fiancé? No. I don't think you're the asshole. I think you're honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's an accident. So, like, if it's a I slipped on a banana and accidentally fell on a cock situation, then, like, I don't know how much of an accident that is. But if it's like, I didn't know that was your fiance, we've been hooking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got real big, like, you tell them.
Yeah.
If you want to tell them.
Yeah.
I don't think you're an asshole for telling somebody.
Well,
I only
actively hooking up, accidentally, yeah. I feel like I don't think you're the asshole for saying that, because it's like, okay, I don't know if you guys are monogamous. Like, have you guys had that conversation before you get married? Like, you're about to get married, so maybe have that conversation. Yeah, I've been fucking your fiance. Yeah.
But I'm very big on, like, if you actively are cheating on someone, like, if Caboose ever cheats on me, he needs to live with that guilt for the rest of his life.
Totally.
Don't put that shit on me.
But that's,
you carry that secretly to yourself.
That's fiance.
But like,
so friend though.
Yeah, your friend.
Yeah, friend.
We don't have any, like, you and I have not had a conversation where I'm like, you cannot sleep with Caboose.
Yeah.
Well, we've never had that boundary. That's an assumption on your side.
True. Okay, work.
That would be weird now because you guys are like siblings.
I was going to say, first of all, never would have to worry about that. We hardly talk when you're not in the room anyways. When I say I don't hang out with straight men...
Because you're too busy doing other things.
No. When I say I don't hang out with straight men, not even the one I live with.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not the most entertaining conversations with straight men, so I can't blame you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I don't think you're an asshole. I think that whatever it is you have to do, I think it's just people are assholes when they're like, you should tell somebody that thing.
Yeah, because there's so many... Okay, we'll get
but, yeah, I don't think you're an asshole.
Okay, so... It literally starts with, who boy? That's a hell of a title. I'm aware. I like this person already.
Yes.
I don't really know how to start this, so I'll just get into it. I'll preface this with saying that I'm a 22-year-old male, very, very gay.
Let's go.
Work. I was in high school when I met this friend, and she was the cool older kid the year above me. For all intents and purposes, we'll call her Sienna, and she's 23 years old.
A great name.
Sienna. Love Sienna. Now, after high school, I went to an out-of-state college while Sienna went to the local uni. We kind of lost touch other than the obligatory, like, happy birthday and Merry Christmas text, so you can imagine my surprise when I got a text from my mom a few months ago saying that a wedding invitation from Sienna had gotten delivered to my parents' house. Sure enough, a quick text to the lucky lady confirmed that she was getting married. Her longtime partner, Marcus, 25-year-old male, had finally proposed. A summer wedding right in my hometown, right when I and some of our other friends would be back in town from uni. I was invited to one of the pre-wedding girls' nights because my life is that of a two-dimensional comic relief gay side character, I guess. And we got wasted. Wasted is in italics. Shwasted. Like the kind of drunk where logic isn't even in the same dimension.
Yep.
Work. So when the topic of other people in the hashtag girl squads relationships came up, like the genius I was, I whipped out my phone just to show them the hot guy I've been hooking up with as just a dumb summer fling. ... who turned out to be Marcus.
You're not an asshole. That's an accident.
That's
also,
such an accident.
That's on Marcus. You know what? I'm going to offer you a genuine apology. Oh my God.
That's mortifying.
That is devastating for all parties.
Also,
not for Marcus. Fuck that guy.
No, fuck Marcus.
But for like, oh my God.
Involved.
Unless you guys have an open relationship, and then that's also awful for Marcus.
Yeah. This poor sweet baby queer. I'm so sorry.
And this poor girl.
Yeah, this poor girl. Sienna, I'm so sorry. So, in parentheses, Opie says, kill me now to save me from the mortification.
Yes.
I can't imagine how that must
You know what? Y'all are friends because y'all have the same taste. I'm just saying.
At least both of you have good taste.
I'm not going to lie. If I ran into somebody that was like that, I would be like, I need to take a beat. And now we need to compare what they're like in bed with each one of us separately.
Also, that's the beautiful thing about us. Very different tastes.
Oh, yeah. You like them. I like Thor's. You like Loki's.
I do.
You like a scrawny little twig of a thing. And I need like a solid, like a
lean,
mountain.
Lean, tall, like, yeah.
Yeah. You like them like like a beanpole.
I want you to read poetry to me, like that kind of vibe. Yeah, very much that.
I need you to work with your hands. I need you to build me a Barbie box.
Like, yeah, you want like calluses and
I
want that.
Cabooses calluses. I was like touching them earlier, and I was like, oh, I love this so much. I can't have rougher hands than somebody.
So cute.
That's
I'm
weird.
actually okay with having the rougher hands.
No, I can't do that.
Okay, so rightfully so, Sienna lost her shit.
Yeah.
Fair, no criticism from me. But then she turned on me and started blaming me for ruining her wedding.
Oh, Sienna, honey,
Sweetheart.
Obviously, you're just misdirecting that anger because you don't want to turn to your fiance.
Yeah, what do they call that? Like displacement? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's so
Poor
hard.
Sienna.
Parentheses. In all caps.
I'm so sorry. Also, she's 23. That's too young to be getting married anyway.
Yeah, she's 23.
So, like, Sienna, you don't do it, Diva.
He's 22.
You're both babies. Don't do that.
Sweethearts. Okay, so parentheses and in all caps these two words, for clarification. Because I'm sure this will come up in the comments, no, the wedding invitation did not have any photos on it. It was one of those minimalist designs with over-the-top calligraphy. That's it. Her socials only feature her. I had no way of knowing what he looked like. End parentheses.
Well, even if you did, that's not your fault.
That's not your fault, babe.
Also, I thought most wedding invitations didn't include pictures.
I mean, let's be real. Like, the photos that people post on Instagram
don't look like them.
No, they don't look like them. The photos that people post on, like, Tinder or Grindr or whatever you found them also don't, like, it's a different vibe.
I would also assume that if I've been hooking up with someone and then my friend invited me to their, like, wedding, unless there's, like, identifying marks, like a fucking really clear tattoo, I'd be like, and then I would probably have to go and be like, yo, were you getting married?
Yeah.
But, like, that's not your fault. So, like, I get the, like, putting the clarification out there because the internet can be a gross place.
Yeah.
But, like,
I mean, I appreciate it because that's kind
Poor
of...
thing.
I thought about it and I'm like, it probably didn't have photos. But I'm glad he clarified.
My generation of wedding invitations didn't have photos on them.
Oh, wow. So I don't personally think I was at fault here, but here is where I think I messed up. I very loudly and to the entire club drunkenly said, "It's not my fault your cheating fiance likes getting his back blown out, Sienna."
I'm not. Honestly, I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it.
I love this
because you know what? Truth.
I mean,
maybe you deliver the truth in
also,
not the nicest way.
Truly,
but truth,
it isn't your fault. He likes getting his back blown out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so this person said, OP says, I feel absolutely awful. I don't want to be the other woman. Technically guy, but you get it.
Yep.
And I certainly don't want to hurt a friend like that. I've tried apologizing 1,000 times, but she's not interested in talking to me, which I totally get. When confronted, he confessed to not only hooking up with me, but also 8 different guys over the course of their 4-year relationship. The wedding's been called off. Am I the asshole?
No.
No, never.
You are not an asshole at all. I think she's just misdirecting her anger. Like you said, that's displacement.
Top comment said, yikes, you helped her dodge a bullet, but she's upset now and someday she'll realize it was all for the best.
And you guys can talk about the different crazy sex you guys had with him.
Totally.
And be like, wow, he was never that good with me either.
Wow. I was wondering why he liked getting pegged so much.
Yeah, that was my favorite part when, like, friends would, like, I know that, like, according to the bullshit girl code, you should never, like, date the same friends or the same people as your friends. But I honestly loved it because then you could be like, what was that thing he would do when he would kiss?
We live in the gray. I told the story the other day about how I hooked up with a guy and then the next morning I turned around and I told him in bed that he would actually be really good paired with my friend.
And he was.
And he was. They dated for a few months.
Yeah, and then he went like a bit crazy.
Yes, he did.
But like,
they had fun for a few months and they were a better couple, period.
Yeah. And she said their sex was great.
And
you said that you guys' sex was like...
It was weird. It shouldn't have happened. But like I was, you know what? It's one of those things where it happened. And then I was like, you know what would hit you and her?
And it did.
And the chemistry was great. And her and our friendship wasn't weird after that either.
No, because it doesn't have to be.
It had nothing to do with our friendship. It had everything to do with like, no, you guys would just be a better pair. And like, it wasn't weird. So the thing, I think moral of the story, it doesn't have to be weird.
No.
I think that like a lot of society places like such a big stress on monogamy and that it must, like, you have to be monogamous even in casual things.
So I don't even think it's monogamy. I think it's ownership. It's that they place ownership of like, once it's that whole thing of like, oh, well, if my friend was interested in them, I can never be with them. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't understand even with like when Caboose and I got together, him and my brother were friends, and my brother had gone and told everyone that he worked with that he was like, don't hook up with my sister, don't attempt anything, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And it's like, you don't own me. Yeah. I'm an adult.
You're a weirdo. I'm an adult.
I was 20 years old when I met my husband, and he was an adult, I was an adult, and we were two consenting adults that decided that we were attracted to each other. And then only through, like, you know, luck and hard work were we able to then have a life together.
Yes.
But, like, my brother didn't own me. And I don't ever hear it the other way. To be clear, it is an incredibly, like, sexist, patriarchal viewpoint where it's like, don't touch my sister, don't flirt with her. Whereas, like, whenever my brother was a teenager and I was a teenager, he fucking finger blasted his way around most of my friends.
Ew. Yeah.
With me literally in the room, and I'm also, like, whatever, he's gonna hook up with my friends.
Fucking gross, but that's the thing is, like, but it's not, like, you're not going over there being like, don't hook up with my friends.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever, that's just how it is.
You're a whole fucking other person.
So, like, it's this idea that, like, if you know someone, no one else can touch them, is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, that's not how that works. If, you know what, you're not the asshole. I'm hoping that she comes around and doesn't have that whole, like, oh my God, I'm mad at you. But instead is like, hey, Diva, thanks for, like, the weirdest, most accidental showing me who you guys are hooking up with. And also, I think that comment's really funny.
Hilarious.
In the club, saying that he likes having his back blown out.
I think that's
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't, Diva? Who
yeah.
doesn't? Do we have time to squeeze in one more? Okay.
I'm not the person that's got to go somewhere.
Period. Am I the asshole for telling my son I know he's gay? I don't think so, but also, I don't think so. I would. My first reaction is no. How about you? Depends on the scenario, but
yeah.
On first impression,
if I just have to pick.
First impression, yeah.
My gut instinct says yes. My gut instinct says yes.
Do tell.
Just because if someone's not ready to come out, they're not ready to come out for whatever reason, and like I'm that person that like. I've done that to somebody. I did that to my friend when I was in my early 20s.
Oh, and sometimes
and I knew that she was a lesbian because she like didn't love being married to a man.
Yes.
And like the way that she would describe her husband, I was like, I think you're gay. Like I just think you're gay.
Babe, I think you're a lesbian.
Yeah, I was like that. I don't think you're straight. And she'd been with him for like 15 plus years and like her high school sweetheart. And I was like, yeah, but I don't think like I don't think you're attracted to men. Oof. And then, you know, within a couple months she did come out, but then she cut off every single person that knew her when she was straight. So like,
also very common thing that happens. Okay. I, 62-year-old male, have two kids, one 24-year-old male, another 26-year-old female. My wife unfortunately passed away 10 years ago, and it brought most of the warmth and heart to my family. I've worked on myself and tried to be more nurturing, and have that nurturing presence for my kids since she passed, but it isn't something that comes natural to me as I had a very traditional and pretty severe upbringing. This brings me to my current situation. I recently found out through a friend at my church that my son is romantically involved with another man. Oh no, not at church. At first I was just surprised, but after I digested the news, I was concerned that he clearly didn't feel able to share this important part of his life with me. We live in a more conservative part of the U.S., and I'm an active churchgoer, and we've never really discussed sexuality as a family. As such, I was concerned he thought I would disown him or something, when in reality, I just love him, and I want him to find the happiness I had with his mother, whatever form that takes. That's gonna make me cry. In the end, I decided it would be best to address it directly with him so he knew I loved and supported him, and he didn't have to worry about telling me.
That's making me teary, you guys.
Oof. I invited him over for a beer. Oh, this is cute. For a beer. That's so straight. I told him, what if he invited him over for a Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, I was going to say, okay.
The first time, he's like,
he invites him over for cocktails. He's like, hey. Yes, invite him for brunch. If you invite him over for brunch,
then your son would be like, I think Dad knows.
And then I think you gotta be like, yo, I'm gonna invite you over for brunch.
You have to get him,
and you're going to play RuPaul's Drag Race.
And like, it was so weird. turns out it's a drag brunch? I don't
Yeah, you're like, I don't know. Or that would have been even better if you were like,
so funny.
hey, so I see on Sunday at Lily's, there's a drag brunch. And then, I think invite him for a drag brunch.
Okay, so I invited him over for a beer, which I told him that I knew and expressed as best as I could that it wasn't something he needed to hide from me. He's very much like me and not too great at emoting, but after his initial shock, he hugged me and told me he appreciated it. I felt like the conversation went well and I was closer to him. When my daughter found out what happened, however, she told me I made a big mistake. She said I ambushed him and worse, still robbed him of the opportunity to come out to me in his own time, which she told me is often important to gay people.
Oh, God.
Whoa. To those people. It's very important to those people.
It's giving to them.
To them. Okay. I really didn't get the impression my son felt that way about our conversation.
And again, Diva, get the fuck out of other people's shit.
Your son's also lived with you for, that's your dad. You've known him for your entire life. I mean, that's it. Your son probably knows that that's how dad would have, okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Dad wouldn't invite you out to brunch.
He should have.
He should have given him a little hint that he knew and that he was cool with it. You have to give him hints that you're cool with it.
Yeah.
So, hey, son, I found this new program called RuPaul's Drag Race, and I quite like it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So fun. Would you like to watch it sometime over some mimosas? Okay, so I didn't get that impression my son felt that way about our conversation, and she didn't hear from him that he feels that way, but she says it's obvious he's been upset.
Shut the fuck up.
Now I'm wondering if I've been an asshole telling him I knew. And if so, what should I do next? I've been thinking of checking in with him, but I don't want to inadvertently say the wrong thing and damage my relationship more than I already may have done. This dad is going to make me cry. I cannot lose another person I love. Stop! And I don't want to hurt my son, who went through so much already with his mom's passing. Replies from all are welcome, but especially gay folks who might know what my son is going through. God bless. Stop!
We could have done without the God bless. But, okay, I think that your daughter is probably, if she hasn't had the conversation, she is probably just upset
so yes.
that she wasn't a part of it. If I had to guess, that's probably part of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because, we had social dynamic problems when I came out as non-binary within my family that I, didn't tell people in a specific order.
Which, who cares?
Yeah. So, you were not an asshole. I'm sure that the comments on here are just a whole bunch of queer people crying because the idea that a parent would find out, and in particular a religious parent would find out, and I have honestly no doubt that you are going to be at Pride next year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And will be the first person to proudly say that your son is queer. And, I think that's amazing. The only improvement I would have said was invite him for mimosas. Yeah. And,
I've watched this new
yeah. Do some hints before he comes over.
Just some hints.
I've been watching, wait, what's the hockey one?
Oh, fuck, what is the hockey one?
Remember.
Oh my god,
rivalry?
Heated rivalry.
Yeah, heated rivalry.
We're such fake ass fucking bitches. Sorry, we just haven't had time. We haven't had time to watch heated rivalry.
Also, I don't like hockey.
I did a heated rivalry tattoo. Does that?
You did. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I think just drop. Maybe the only other advice I would give is drop some hints that you're cool with it first. But all the comments are so sweet. Not the asshole. Grand jury, not the asshole. The dad, by the way, his comment replies back are so funny.
Oh.
Gay guy here, not the asshole at all. More dads should be like you. OP responded with, thank you, brother. That means a lot. God bless.
Is it Hulk Hogan?
What part of the South are you?
Probably Texas.
One of the other top comments is, the only opinion that matters here is your son's.
Yes.
And OP replied with, you're right, I should probably just go right to him and try to figure things out. Appreciate the answer and God bless.
100%. He doesn't know how to say bye. That's how Christians say bye.
He just doesn't know how to say goodbye. He has to say it with God bless. And you know what? That's the only time I'll accept a God bless.
My gosh.
This story made me cry. It really hit home. It's really refreshing to see straight religious fathers, oh my God, show up for their queer kids like that. So
yeah.
It was very sweet.
That was great.
And I'm glad we read this very last story.
That was great. I thought this was going to be Dirty Edition, so I did the title card of
what are we going to say about it?
It's dirty.
Just another gay story.
Yep, that's it. That's the title of the episode.
I will properly vet out some spicy, sexy stories, so that way we can properly talk about it. But I think it was am I the asshole for shitting in someone's ear? Oh.
just so we can get that face.
I thought they had a poo kink, but I guess they had a pee kink. Whoops, my bad. Yeah. I know, the dad is so cute. That was really cute. I'm also really glad I read this during our 200th episode.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, what do you reckon? Is he the asshole? Yes or no?
Oh, absolutely not. I think your daughter might just be a tad like upset or jealous.
I think she might be a little overprotective of the son. Maybe because could it be like past trauma she's experienced your son like talk to her about like certain biases from other friends or, like fake friends really.
Yeah.
So she might just be a little overprotective or again, the whole like, oh, well, it's often important to gay people. Was very much giving, well, those people. I think she might be overstepping a tad.
And I just want to state that that's not for everyone. I, myself, do not want to, like, I've never wanted to have to come out to people.
Yeah.
That's never been a thing for me that I'm like, you know what I really want to do? I want to come out.
Yeah.
Like, there's partly a reason why I look the way I do, because I like people's shock faces when I say that I have a husband and they're like,
oh,
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that people are like, oh, I just assumed you weren't attracted to men. I'm like, most men not. Period. Some men, exceptions. But yeah, like I didn't ever want to have to like outrightly come out to people to be like, hey.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe he didn't want to. And I've had quite a few friends over the years that also do not enjoy the coming out to people.
Yeah.
And so for someone else to let you know they're a safe space, like partly why our business does so well is because we are openly a safe space, not just for the queer community, but like as someone who's neurospicy, I appreciate spaces that let me know that they're a neurospicy, like, safe space. Because it's not fun to have to go to people constantly and be like,
well, I don't want to guess.
I'm autistic and I have, like, a lot of things that I need to feel okay and to operate.
I never, ever want to guess if I am going to be safe in a place. And I have to do that all the time. I have to do that everywhere. I have to do that at Woolworths. And I go to the same Woolies every fucking time. But I still have to guess whether or not I'm going to be harassed that day.
Yeah, so I personally would rather...
that out of the equation is really healing for me. But again, people are... Like, everyone has a different way of, like, how they want to come out, how they want their family to know.
Yeah.
So I love the comment of, like, hey, the only opinion that matters here is your son's.
Yeah, just go check in with your son and be like, hey, which,
you
know what?
Was that weird? Are you okay?
He's a good dad. He probably already did. He probably read that comment and instantly was like, hey, how could I have done that better?
Whoever you are, what's his username? Mr. Normanite.
Mr. Normanite,
Love
crushing.
You. Love you.
Crushing.
Hope you're well.
Yes.
God bless.
100%.
All right. Well.
So what is your win for the week?
My win for the week is filming and surviving Armageddon. It is also let me recap. My biggest win is actually just being able to feel like I can authentically present myself as the editor I want to on social media.
Dude, I am so happy of this like new I mean, I guess it's not new. It's new for our business page.
Our business page,
because it's how you would do our vlogs where it's I don't know, half like trailer into like an episode that I want to fucking watch of like a full episode of something else. And also like very like OG internet vlog, but also is giving me like the real world, like the like OG real world reality TV. So I love it because it also gives me permission to like record content in my own fucked up way, because it's like you are this beautiful like combination of like polished editing, but then you are a chaos goblin.
Thank you.
And I think it's great because obviously people are really like relating to new style of editing,
really
which is
positive feedback.
I think it's not that the other style of editing isn't genuinely you. I think this just encompasses more of you. So you get to play with different styles. It's like tattooing. Yeah. And it's like so fun to watch you play with different styles.
Thank you.
So I love it. It's great.
I feel like it was a very impactful weekend for me. Not in the financial ways, but
no, it's very costly.
In other very different, like very impactful, meaningful ways. I've learned so many lessons, and I'm really I feel grateful at the end of the day. So that's my win. What is your win for the week?
And we made more tattoo artist friends. And more vendor friends.
I love making vendor and tattoo artist friends. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Can't get enough. So that made me very happy. How about yourself?
My win. Fuck, dude. I think it was that, like, at the end of the days, because it was crazy. The days went from, like, 8:30, like, was when we had to leave the Airbnb, and then we'd get back around 7, which are technically, like, pretty, like, kind of short days for a tattoo convention. But then doing it for, like, 3 days, it was that first night we got back, and I felt like I'd been hit by a fucking bus, because I had tattooed in the dark, because Armageddon does not provide power.
Oh my God.
It's an add-on. We didn't know that. I've never worked a convention.
I gave myself
that's an
a
add-on.
migraine because I had to use a flashlight at one point.
Yeah.
And I had a migraine from the light of it, like the intensity of the white light. Yeah, dude, that was rough.
Yeah. I was really, like, grateful to have had all of the experience in the industry of tattooing in, like, insane conditions to be like, you know what? Tattooing in what feels like a parking garage is just another, like, plot point for the story. But I actually think, okay, I've got 2 wins. So my first was at the end of that first night, we went back and we were going to print off a whole bunch of flash that we drew. And we usually will get back and just go right into, like, working. Because we don't know how to do anything except for work.
Yes.
But we were both so exhausted.
Yes.
That, like, you obviously edited.
I think at one point I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, but we ate, and then you were just like, nope, I've got to go edit.
I'm
and
done.
I don't even remember what the fuck I did.
The first night, you had to drive back to Hamilton, Diva.
Yeah. I had to drive back to Hamilton. So it's from our Airbnb to our house was
girl.
an hour and 34 minutes.
Yup.
So we had to drive back and then pick up a bunch more lights.
Yes.
Thank God Caboose overbought flashlights when he worked, when he worked in the States.
And a big shout out and thank you to Caboose. I'm so grateful for him.
Our least social person had to talk
really
to
pulled out
well over 1,000 people.
You know what? Thank you for popping your pussy for us. I really appreciate that.
But then I was gonna say what I'm actually, because I did think about it in the moment. So you guys on the podcast help keep me accountable here. I thought about the fact that I was super grateful that when we saw how small our booth was, because it was not the size we were supposed to have, and also not the size we thought we were gonna have. And you and I stood there and just took a breath as I was like, okay, there was such a large part of me that was like, we could just go and spend 3 days in this Airbnb and fuck off in Auckland and just not go.
What if we just fuck around and
I was like, you know what? We could just call this a loss. And then just fuck off in Auckland and just not do this thing. Because this is fucking crazy. And I took a breath and I was like, you can make this work. And we still managed tattooed in the smallest space we've ever tattooed in. And I'm really proud because, like, you were also, like, flood in the moment. You were like, I think only one of us can tattoo. And I was like,
I was
we just need to take a breath.
There's no way. And then you're right. Yeah.
And we took a breath.
And we just breathed.
And that was my, like, win.
All right. Yeah.
That was where I was like, okay, you're just going to take a breath and you're going to figure this out.
Yeah. You caught us in the spiral, girl. You said, let's just take a beat.
And I did not just say, we could just spend 3 days drunk in Auckland.
True. That is a win. That's a win.
I thought about it.
I mean, it would have been fun, but we did make a lot of really good connections.
Yeah.
So, and we strengthened.
And the clients were amazing.
Clients were amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man.
Today.
Proud of for today. I would say I'm proud of recording this podcast. I'm proud of, like, yes, I have things to do, but I also am like, I'm having fun.
Yes. I love that.
Having fun. So whatever happens, happens.
Period. I love that.
Thank you. How about you?
Happy 200th episode.
Happy 200th episode, bitch. There is no one on this planet Earth that I would rather record 200 chaotic episodes with than you.
Aw, thanks. I feel the same way about you sometimes. Today I am proud. We went on an adventure.
Yes.
We've been literally stuck in, like, a cave.
Yeah.
Because we were
a
stuck
parking
in
garage
a weird,
and
like,
fluorescent lighting.
Yeah.
With somehow no lighting at all.
The area we had no lighting.
We haven't had vitamin D in forever.
No. And we were just in there in a tiny cave, and it was very, like, oh my God, oppressive. And then we walked for over an hour. I think it was, like, about 45 minutes there and 45 minutes back. And it was great. We just went on a big adventure to walk and get coffee and to see like friends and then walked home. And we got to support a local queer cafe.
And it was awesome.
And it was great. Yeah. So, that being said, if you are in Hamilton or in like New Zealand on a whole, Iris Cafe.
You need to visit Iris Cafe. It means so much to us that they've opened. I love them. I'm so happy for another like safe queer third space to exist in Hamilton. And I'm really excited for them. They've inspired me to paint again. I've got this painting stewing in my brain that I need to get out on a canvas.
And also the coffee is so good.
Oh my God, which is a compliment coming from Lou, by the way. Very, very, it's delicious. It's the best latte I've had in a really long time in New Zealand.
Yeah, I had a
sip of your frappe today. Yes, and I was like, oh, this tastes like home. It's amazing. It's so good.
It was so good. Yes. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Like on my days off, catch me walking there.
And you want to support queer businesses, so Iris is the way to go. Just saying.
It was so good.
If you don't go to Iris, you're homophobic. Sorry.
True. And she's brown, so you're racist if you don't support it.
You're also racist if you don't support it.
Because you don't listen to brown women.
Period.
Just saying. Okay, but on that note, thank you so much. Thanks for supporting us. If you've listened all the way to the end, know that we really do appreciate you.
Oh my God.
Please leave comments. I've been liking these comments. Yes. I'm not sure what a fang is. Vampire teeth is. I think fang.
I think it was supposed to be fang.
But if you are that person, if you are cowboy
something
210, cowboy 69, something, cowboy some numbers. These are my normal teeth. And yes, I do have fangs. They are just my teeth, and I was born this way.
Period. So. Also, happy 200th episode to you, dear listener. Love you bunches. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Artlist.io